Home to several championship trophies and 13 MLB draft picks, the George County baseball program has seen plenty of impact players over the years, but maybe none like this. Tonight, the story of Dylan Eubanks, a rebel with a cause. If the George County baseball team is practicing,
Gonna steal third on that. What is that? Out what?
you can bet Dylan Eubanks isn't far away. The Rebel senior hunts fly balls in the outfield, takes pitches at the plate. He even does a little umpire work on the side.
That was my first time, actually.
How'd you do?
Butchered a call.
There's a reason why the Lucedale native never misses a practice, if he can help it. That dates back to his childhood.
Can you put that on your head? Let's see you put that hat on.
A young Dylan full of life, enough to brighten even the cloudiest of days. But it wasn't always easy to put on that smile.
Oh boy!
He was diagnosed when he was 1, and the type of cancer he had was actually unclassified, but it was pretty close to Ewing sarcoma, which is the bone cancer.
A young child with so much ahead of him, now in a fight for his life. And so began the treatments at St. Jude, a year of chemotherapy and 6 weeks of radiation, all before his 2nd birthday. Do you know how many surgeries you've had, if you don't mind me asking?
Cancer related, I can't remember, really. I was so young when they happened.
Put him up in a box.
Miraculously, by age 2, Eubanks was in remission. But the prospects of living a normal life looked bleak.
They told us he probably would never do any kind of sports. You know, they didn't give him much hope as far as what he would be able to do in life.
Clearly, they didn't know who they were dealing with.
People, they called me hard-headed and they called me determined. I don't know which I am, maybe a little bit of both.
Unable to play contact sports, Eubanks would not be denied, picking up baseball at age 3. A procedure to insert a heart monitor sidelined him for 2 years when he was 12. But once again, Dylan fought on.
And as he tries out his sophomore year, he didn't make the team, but we said we wanted to keep him as a manager.
When I would get done with my manager stuff, I'd go in the cages and I would just hit and hit and hit.
Just happened to be one day we were taking batting practice and he wanted to jump in, and I just asked him to. And he out-hits about 2/3 of the team that day.
He's like, come on, keep hitting. And then eventually he told me to get a glove. And so I was like, all right. And then he put me in the left field.
And I just stopped this practice and told the team he's now on the team. He's no longer a manager.
Hey, roll pride on 3, roll pride on 3. 1, 2, 3. Roll pride.
And just like that, Eubanks became a high school varsity athlete, a far cry from the doctor's childhood predictions.
He just stuck with it, and he just never stopped. And he never got discouraged. He never blamed anybody. He just stayed with a real positive attitude and just kept working.
Eubanks needs medical clearance to play and has some physical limitations, but not surprisingly, he doesn't let it stand in his way.
Yeah, I'm missing this muscle and all this right here from pretty much where the radiation hit it, and I don't know, they kind of joke about it sometimes when I hit and stuff. They'd be like, come on, you're letting a guy with half a chest out hit you. But I mean, I don't take it personal. It's funny to me too.
He's been in remission for 15 years, but still visits St. Jude every 6 months for checkups. After returning from their last visit in October, Dylan felt the need to give back.
He said, I really don't know what we can do, Coach, but I just feel the need. We can raise some money. And I said, okay, how much? And he said, Coach, I think we need $5,000. And I was kind of taken aback, like, that's a lot of money, you know. I passed offering plate a couple times to get that.
They sold T-shirts and bracelets, among other fundraisers, but also made a special promise if they hit their goal.
Not to lose all of our hair, that'd be all right.
Within weeks, they raised the money, and last Thursday, Eubanks and 3 of his teammates held true to their word.
Stand up and model yourself a little bit so everybody can see you.
Dylan knows he's lucky.
But yeah, I guess it's pretty similar. I lost this to the chemo.
It's no guarantee for a 1-year-old diagnosed with an unclassified cancer to go on to become a high school varsity athlete. But if you ask anybody who knows him, they'll tell you that's not what makes Dylan special.
He has the best attitude of any kid. Like, if you know, he's gone through this, but he's never let it get him down. He's never felt sorry for himself, and he's always wanted to use that to help other people.
I was there at one point, you know, they said I couldn't play and I wasn't able to play. And I know how bad that feels, being told you can't do something you love. And so, I mean, I play baseball because I love the game, but I also play baseball for the kids that love it and they can't.
As for that fundraiser for St. Jude, they're now up to $9,580.
Well over the goal of $5,000.
Pretty amazing.
Great inspiration.